Vast and diverse, China is a giant of a travel destination. With more megacities than any other country in the world, as well as the country with the largest population, any visit to this Asian giant is a beguiling and engaging mix of charming traditional culture and modernity. Plan your trip to this beautiful destinations with our list of the best places to visit in China. Number 10. Dali. Lying on the shores of the shimmering air-high lake with magnificent mountains rising all around it, Dali has long been a popular tourist destination. Located in Yunnan province, the small city is mostly known for its scenic setting, rich cultural heritage, and lovely old town. Over the centuries, Dali was the capital of several kingdoms, so interesting and impressive historical and cultural landmarks can be found around town. Most of the beautiful buildings in the old town date to the Ming Dynasty, with its ancient city walls, 3 pagodas, and Chongsheng Temple counting among its main sites. Number 9. Jiuzhaigou. Jiuzhaigou Valley is a place that will appeal to travelers who enjoy the great outdoors and like their scenery pristine and uncluttered. A national park in Sichuan province, it is home to several Tibetan villages, offering visitors a chance to see another lifestyle without having to brave the high altitudes of the Himalayan region. The region's name means 9 Tibetan villages. The national park has been described as a fairyland because of its many waterfalls, snow-covered karst mountains, and its 108 blue, turquoise, and green-colored lakes that are so crystal clear one can see the bottoms. Number 8. Hangzhou. Hangzhou is the capital city of the Zhejiang province. Famed for its natural scenery, Hangzhou and its West Lake have been immortalized by countless poets and artists. In the 13th century, Marco Polo described the city as the most beautiful and magnificent in the world. Hangzhou's most famous site, West Lake, is a large lake separated by causeways and lined with ancient buildings and gardens designed for relaxation and spirituality. Visitors will find pagodas, temples, walking paths, sitting areas, tea farms, and a museum along its shores, and sometimes jutting over the water. Number 7. Yangshuo. Yangshuo in South China was once a magnet for backpackers because of its cheap prices and laid-back atmosphere. But today, it draws all sorts of travelers to enjoy its scenic beauty. Yangshuo makes a good base to take day trips throughout the area. A favorite activity is to take a boat between Yangshuo and Guilin for a leisurely trip on the Li River, known for its beautiful scenery and karst mountains that have been made famous by photographers and painters all over the world. Many travelers choose to rent bicycles for the trip back, since the route is relatively flat and gives them the opportunity to view farmers toiling in their fields. Number 6. Wulingyuan. Located just outside the small city of Zhangjiajie in northwest Hunan province, Wulingyuan boasts some of the most impressive and spectacular landscapes in China. Part of the Wuling mountain range, the scenic area is particularly famous for the thousands of pillars and peaks that punctuate the park. Often shrouded in mist, these karst formations look incredible, and many of them tower over 200 meters high. Covered in subtropical rainforest, they rise above plunging ravines and deep gorges, with sparkling rivers, lakes, and waterfalls found here and there. Number 5. Kunming. Kunming, the capital of Yunnan province, is the economic, transportation, and cultural center of southwest China. It is linked by rail from all of China's major cities as well as with Vietnam. The rail link with Hanoi was established in 1901. Caravans to Southeast Asia, Tibet, and India have passed through Kunming since the 3rd century BC. Kunming's mild climate makes it a good place to visit any time of the year. It has cool, dry winters, though summers can be hot and humid. Growing conditions are great for flowers, with more than 400 varieties grown here. Number 4. Shanghai. Located on the East China Sea and the mouth of the Yangtze River, Shanghai is the largest city and most developed city in China. Nearly a third of China's exports come from the area, and it attracts almost a quarter of all the country's foreign investment, more than any single developing country. Its skyline is filling with skyscrapers, while shiny shopping malls, luxurious hotels, and prestigious art centers are rising alongside. The city nights in Shanghai are representative of the Western view of China cities, with bright neon signs, bustling streets, and numerous businesses. Number 3. Great Wall of China. One of the world's greatest architectural and engineering triumphs, the Great Wall of China spans over 6,000 kilometers and is the country's most famous site. In total, it passes through 15 Chinese provinces. Its watchtowers, gates, and fortifications are strung from the desert in the west to the Bohai Sea in the east. Built over the centuries and millennia by various Chinese kingdoms, states, and empires, the wall meanders through treacherous terrain and past some spellbinding scenery. While its earliest segments were built back in the 7th century BC to protect people from raiders, many of its most famous parts date to the Ming Dynasty. Number 2. Hong Kong. Located off China's southeastern coast, Hong Kong is a glittering world-class commercial center where Chinese culture, British colonial influences, and modern-day high technology blend together. While it contains the world's highest concentration of skyscrapers and one of the highest population densities, Hong Kong also offers plenty of green spaces, mountain views, and beaches. Some of the must-see attractions include the famous Victoria Harbour, which is a spectacular sight at night with all the dazzling skyscrapers and the peak, Hong Kong Island's highest hill, which offers awe-inspiring views of the harbour. Number 1. Beijing. Beijing is the current capital city and remains one of the most popular places to visit in China. Its history dates back more than 3,000 years, and much of that history is still alive within its borders. Beijing literally means northern capital, a role it has played many times in China's long history. It first became notable in Chinese history after it was made the capital of the state of Yan under the name Yanjing. The Mongols seized the city in 1215, and from 1264, it served as the capital of a united China under Kublai Khan. After the fall of the Mongol-founded Yuan dynasty in 1368, the capital was initially moved to Nanjing, but was moved back in 1403 and received its present name.